Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Double G here. It's episode 31 in the series we're doing on the Elm Creek map. So we're in April. Hey, there's Poochie. Hadn't seen you around for a minute. Get him some food. I think I gotta get a little closer. There you go. And right back around and probably run all the way around the house. You are kinda over the porch. Good. So, well, there he goes again. Alright, he'll find it. So last episode we started in February, and the first thing I did was repair the subsoiler, and I had a worker start subsoiling field 55. We can go take a look at that in a second. And then I sprayed all the weeds in 45, 46, and 47. So now our wheat is, it's only 50% fertilized. We need to do that. Okay, we can get that done, no problem. We still have plenty of time. So I moved the eggs over. I took all the wool to the spinnery to keep it producing, and then I filled all the greenhouses with water. Then I progressed into March. And I leased a stone picker, and I picked the stones, or I had a worker start picking the stones in 43 and 45 while I went to go sell the honey, and I made about 25 and a half 25,700-ish on the honey. And then I finished up the stone picking, and I leased a planter, and I planted the sugar beets in the fields. They have weeds, but now we have these germinated sugar beets, and we have these over here, which should look correct now. And they do. Awesome. So these need another dose of fertilizer, and we'll have to spray for the weeds at some point. Not concerned because it's going to be a while. The sugar factory, it is full. So it says that we're out of space. We have 36,000 in storage plus 6,000 out here. So we need to get those moved for sure sooner rather than later. This is also the month to sell fabric, and I need to check on the food for the chickens. Obviously the sheep still have plenty of food. We'll cut across the field. So it looks like we need to feed the chickens, move the sugar, sell the fabric. That's first, and then we could possibly do with fertilizing everything. Or that could actually probably wait till next month. But let's get the chickens fed first. That's easy peasy. Assuming we have something to feed them, but I don't think we're out yet. So, Alright, now we're in reverse. So let's see what we have. I know we have some food in here, and I think we had two different things in here. So let's just double check that. We can feed them two different types of food if we need to. Having problems with my forward and reverse today. Okay, let's see what we got. Am I not under the pipe? I am not under the pipe. That can be problematic. Easy to fix though. Alright. So we have no wheat. We have barley, and I think we have sorghum. So we'll just give them all of the barley for now. Hopefully it will take it all. And dump it. There you go. They may have enough that it doesn't quite take it all, but it'll be plenty. Oh, nope, didn't quite take it all. But it's full. So that's good. Just dump it back. Alright. And get the trailer off the grade. Not that we're using the silo for anything else, but... Alright, and the rest of what we need to do is with the truck and trailer. So we'll put this back. And hop in the truck. There you go. We'll head over first and move the sugar out of the way so it can get back to under production. It may take more than one trailer load. We're talking 42 pallets of sugar that we're going to have. So we have 36 in the factory plus 6 outside, so. And luckily we have space to store it next to the factory. The mill, whatever you want to call it. Alright. And we'll just keep on loading it. Looks like we might get... Oh, it's saying that the trailer is full. Okay. Looks like we may have several stacks of sugar. This is not the best way to do this. What is my unload side? Is it to the left? Oh, we'll make life easier on ourselves and just loop around the building for the next one. Oh, this is going to take a lot of doing if it's only 10 pallets at a time. We can start selling it in August. Well, why is it saying I'm at 100%? Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Because it's showing with each load that it's at 100%. And it didn't actually tell me that I was out of space on the trailer. Okay. Does it let me take one more row? Nope. Okay. So it will in fact do 15 pallets at once. But that's still going to mean 3 or 4 loads. We may have to lease a semi to sell this. It's a lot of sugar. I think if we get this trailer load out of the way, that's 25-ish thousand. There you go. That's it. We can leave those two sitting there because it took a few months to fill it up. And I'll just pull over here and unload this bit. Alright, that's a lot of sugar. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up to the spinnery to get the fabric so we can sell it, and I'll see you there. Alright, y'all, I'm going to see if we can get this trailer in at an appropriate angle to pick up the fabric. Let's hope. Because I can get over that way. So let's try it like this. We're gonna try to get the trailer close enough to pick up the fabric. I really should invest back in the smaller trailer, I think. This might do the trick though. Don't hit the fence. Is that close enough? It is. Is there more? Tell me there's more. Oh, wow. Yep, there's definitely more. And I'll switch it over. See, that's 8,000 liters. Oh, looks like that was it. That last one. Okay, and where do we want to sell this? It is fabric, best price. Oh, Grocery Mart. Ooh, 11,000. Wow. 11,465. And we have 9,000 liters. Money time. All right. So now to get out of here without wrecking the place. That went pretty smooth. We'll just head over to Grocery Mart and get this stuff sold. Again, I think I sold it last time at Grocery Mart and it seems weird a little. Okay. I would think maybe the farm shop before the grocery store. But again, who am I to say? And it's on the way back to the farm, so I'm totally not complaining. Alright. Yeah, we did sell it here last time because I went down the on-ramp and cut across the grass, which is probably what I'll do again instead of going around. It's a little quicker. They should not have had their selling area so conveniently located next to the on-ramp. And cut across. Alright. Fabric sale. Let's do this. It's going to be close to 100,000. It's going to be awesome. And, oh, it was 103,209. So we're at 123,000. Excellent. Definitely very happy about that. We'll go back to the farm and get this parked. We fed the chickens, we moved the sugar, sold the fabric. So then we can progress into May. I don't think there's going to be a lot going on in May. Or June, actually, for that matter, to be quite honest. So we may wind up picking up a contract. We definitely need to cut the grass in the field again. I think that may be what we do for May. And for now, I want to just double check that the eggs have enough room. It's getting full, but I think it could do another month. So that's not a big deal. Not a huge concern. It'll throw me a warning if they've run out of room, so that's cool. So we will progress into May. If there's anything good on the contracts, we could do a contract and cut the grass in June. Or if there's not a great contract, then we can do it vice versa. Cut the grass now and do a contract in June. Let's look and see what's actually going on. We could potentially, yes, let's cut the grass now. Because we could potentially pick up a barley harvest contract in June. And that would help the chicken food situation. Get us through to August. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So, time to cut some grass. Oh, before I cut the grass, I'm going to at least fertilize the wheat fields again. Because we don't want to sacrifice yield on those. I just hope I have some fertilizer. I hope I have enough fertilizer. If not, it'll be a trip to the store. And I have 78 liters. Alright guys, I'm going to head to the store and get some fertilizer. I'm going to fill this puppy up. And I'll just do that off camera. It's just driving over to the store, but I'm trying to not tie you guys up with hour-long videos as much. So I'll go get some fertilizer and I'll see you guys when I get back. Alright guys, so I went and bought 4 bags of fertilizer, but because I didn't empty out the spread, I have a bag left at the store with about 100 liters in it. At some point I'm going to have to stop and get all of that cleaned up, but it's alright. So now I'm going to try and get this at an angle where I can at least see the ground color change and get this done. It's kind of tough to see with a crop this big, so we'll just overshoot, make sure we get it all. And we can always use the map to double check. But it's just not worth giving up the yield bonus to not fertilize. It's such a simple thing to do. You're supposed to turn off, double tap the button, and I'll make it smaller so that we're not wasting as much. And let's just see what the map shows. I probably could have gotten it in one pass if I could see what I was doing. Yeah, there's just a little bit left. So we can get this wrapped up and do some grass work. Last time I did it off camera, but I think I'll just do a long time lapse this time. Yeah, that got it. Go back to a wide spread. And knock out this other field. We can do the sugar beet fields when we spray for weeds as well, so that won't be a big deal. This should be ready. At least the first 3 fields should be ready in July. Then we're probably looking at August for the last field. I know I'm probably horribly wasting fertilizer here. I really should not have waited this long to fertilize. It would have been much easier to see what I was doing. So just trying to make the best of it and make sure everything gets done. Well, I meant to put it in reverse. That didn't work. Loop around. Alright, so we'll do this one in like 3 passes just to make sure we get the coverage. And then we can jump into doing the grass work. You can tell that this is not as tall as the first 3 that we did. I did fertilize the grass a second time, and I think it's been a little longer than normal since we cut it, so could potentially be a higher yield on the grass this go round, which is not something I will ever complain about. Takes the same amount of time, maybe a little longer to bale it when you have more, but you know. So, one more pass down this field. Super happy about the tree situation. Once it hits one more growth cycle, they'll be done and ready to cut down for a tidy profit, I do hope. And then we'll be able to utilize that field for something else. At some point though, just like I did on the French map, I'm probably gonna forego the growing of the chicken food to plant more production crops, because I can buy the chicken food reasonably inexpensive. It would cost me about $35,000 to feed them all year, one chicken coop. Wow, I just drove straight through the ditch, didn't I? Alright, so let's get this put away. I'll go get this put away, get hooked up to the John Deere mower, and we can mow and row the grass field, and then go lease ourselves the baler wrapper combo. So I'm going to do that in a time lapse, and I will see you guys in a little while. guys, so we got this grass about halfway baled up. Just gonna go ahead and get this finished, and we'll probably return the baler and get the bales picked up to finish off the episode. But I think that the next goal, I mean, silage will always be part of the money making of the farm. This is getting a bit tedious though, just to sell the bales. So I think the goal is going to be to pick up field 54 to finish off the block, plant grass over there. But then to do silage, I think it'll be time to put in a silage pit. Then we can use a forage trailer to pick up the grass and put it in the silage pit. It'll take quite a bit of money because I'll also need a front loader to load the silage into a trailer to sell it. Unless I'm able to drive the forage trailer into the silage pit to pick it up. I'm not sure how that would work. But this is definitely, as much money as silage makes, this is definitely getting to be on the tedious side. I really do it because I have the grass field with no need for the grass, and silage makes such good money. So I think moving forward, that's going to be the goal. We're going to buy 55 with the ultimate goal of putting cows over there, but we will do our silage in 55 with a pit. I'll just have to buy the field. Down the line, I'll probably want to buy a mower that will row as well as it mows. Let's see, back up. And that way we can skip the step of having to windrow the field after we cut it eventually. And then, you, like I said, use a forage trailer to pick it up and take it to the pit, and potentially get it out of the pit with a forage trailer. I don't know. That's just something we'll have to investigate when we get there. So I can't quite tell how many bales I've got. We'll look at the count. We just have this line and then one bigger outside line, so we'll probably get another 2, maybe 3 bales out of it. But I definitely think moving forward that's going to be the way to go. And I'm teeter-tottering on some of these bigger jobs, whether to do them off camera or to just do them in a long time lapse. So if anybody has an opinion, please feel free to put it in the comments, whether you'd like to just have some of the bigger jobs completed off camera, or if you like seeing them in a time lapse, even if it turns into a 6-7 minute time lapse. Because I don't want to really speed up the time lapses too much. They just get super busy. So I'm kind of happy with the speed of the time lapses as they are now, which is typically somewhere between 5x and 7x. I start with 6, but then I adjust it to match whatever music's going on in the background. Apparently I have hit the pickup button. I raised the pickup. Now I have a bale sitting directly on the line I need to pick up. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you have a preference. I'll go with majority if there is a majority. Otherwise, I'll just continue to use my best judgment. I don't particularly mind doing tasks off camera. I just don't want to skip out on any of the gameplay that anybody wants to see. So, like I said, I'm happy to do it either way. Alright, where are we going to wind up? We can get one more bale. we will not get another bale, but I would like to pick this stuff up. I could theoretically leave it on the ground, let the grass grow around it, and then it would be available to pick up next go round, but I just kind of like having a clean field. We'll see if we can nudge this one bale out of the way. And I know I'm picking this grass up to give it to the farm shop, but sometimes that's just the way it is. See if I can catch this bale at an angle and push it out of the way. Oh yeah, that worked out. So we'll wind up giving away 25% of a bale. Not the end of the world. So we can turn this off. We'll get it back over to the store to return, and then we'll come back and pick up the bales. When I stop to return this, we'll also do a bale count check. That is a lot of sugar, with more to come. That's only 35,000 liters I think we stand to make. Was it 100? Wow, we may be buying that field sooner than I think. And to be quite honest, the fabric, that was a great money maker. I was not anticipating making that much money. So we'll just get this returned and we'll go get our bale loader trailer. Also, if we go with the silage pit, it may make me want to go with a square baler for straw and hay with a bale stacker trailer. I do tend to enjoy those, especially if I'm not doing silage bales, because there's not the extra step of wrapping. So I'll get this returned. Wrong screen. Alright. Then we'll go get the bale. Oh, I was going to check the bale count. Bale count is 15. So not terrible. I want to say it felt like we had more last time, but I could be entirely wrong. Well, with only 15, the good news is I can just leave them on the trailer. Well, no, that trailer holds 24 bales. I can leave them on the trailer. It could have been that last time I used the smaller one, though, that would only do 125 liter bales, or 125 centimeter bales. Just make our way down. I've got the trailer parked behind the silo. It's a good spot for it for now. It might not be such a great spot when we have another chicken coop. I may convert this field over to the left, field 46, into a storage yard once I'm able to move the grass and then plant something else in the current grass field. Wait, and we got it. Okay, let's go pick these up. We'll probably, for the moment, unless we need the money, just hold on to them until the best time to sell. We're not in a ridiculously desperate money crunch right now. Plus, we're selling sugar in August. That will most likely be next episode. We'll start the next episode in June. We'll see if there's a reasonable harvest contract to do. June or July we'll probably skip over, just depending on the contract status. But once we get to August, it's time to sell the sugar and harvest all of this wheat. So I anticipate all of that being in the next episode. We're just kind of in the get by and try to keep busy a little bit part of the year. The things we can do don't take too long, or they take forever, like the grass. Alright. See, we're up to 11, and the count was 15. Yep, that looks right. I want to say these are 55. It's easier to look before it's on the trailer. Yep, 5,500 liters. So, oh, my brain hurts trying to do the math. Well, while we're loading this one. Yeah, I'll whoop out the calculator in a second. It's at least 75,000 liters. Oh, I can't see. Let's see, my guess. It's 50. That's 5,000 times 15. That puts us on 75,000. Ooh. Why you gotta be like that? Do I take out the sign? I do not. And then 15 times another 575, 80, 8250. Is that right? It'd be a miracle if it is. 82.5. So here, I'll just grab the calculator. And we've got 5,500 times 15, 82.5. What do you know? I guess even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.